No, today's February 24th, 2026. I'm just going to do an energy reading. It's going to be an overall for anybody type of topic. Maybe I'll create some content, put it in Addicted to Miracle. It's been a while. What would contribute the most to the group? I'll put it that way. What would contribute the most to the group here? Body code, emotion code is first up. Column A, nope. Column B, row 1, row 2. B, row 3, item 1, item 2. Looking for my pen. Okay, so I found my pen. So the emotion code took me to the trapped emotion of defensiveness. Now, defensiveness is like a posture. It's also exhausting and draining. Because if you're standing on guard all the time, ready for the fight, it takes up a lot of energy. If you trust that in the position you're in, you are prepared and you will know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, whether it's something to say, something to not say, to lean in or lean out, to take action or not take action. There's an intuitive knowing that you could trust that moment by moment you will know, as opposed to this posture where I must maintain this on guard position, high alert, ready for the fight in a stance. It's like if you do like martial arts, there's a stance that you take and your knees are slightly bent and you're ready. But if you stayed with your knees slightly bent for a long time, like a long extended period of time, those thigh muscles are going to get really tired, really tired. And so if you knew that you would have the strength and the power and the ability moment by moment by moment by moment to be at attention and prepared as necessary, because your awareness is giving you accurate information of the energies that are present that you're facing head on. So it's more like I know I have the energy and the ability and the strength and courage and the pick a word, tenacity, the assertiveness, the voice, the courage as each moment unfolds to handle whatever situation I face, as opposed to a fearful position that leaves me like this with my hands up in front of my face like a boxer does when they're about to block a punch. The only problem is when I'm blocking the punch with my hands like this in front of my face, I actually block my view. So I can't actually protect myself because I can't see anymore, like what's actually in front of me. So when I'm on guard and I'm in this position, it actually inhibits my ability to see things from the clearest perspective with a full view of it all. And so this defensiveness, while it is designed for keeping us safe and protected, has an opposite effect, a detrimental impact in its um, uh, in its results, what it produces. So I'm going to ask on behalf of anybody that's listening that chooses to allow this, that we release any previously held ideas or emotions or attitudes around defensiveness, and just let old injuries be dissolved and old criticisms or attacks be fully complete and done, so that you're functioning from the current moment, the current situation, event, circumstances, without carrying like a heavy backpack of the weight of yesterday. So you're lighter on your feet. The defensiveness just makes it heavier and harder, rather than being in the position of confidence. It's a position of neutrality where I'm ready, but not in a defensive position. If you have a defensive energy, the flip side of that is offensive, and they go hand in hand like the two sides of the same coin. It is offensive when I am defensive to you, right? When I start to be all defensive at you, doesn't it come across offensive? So our defensive becomes our offense. Our defense becomes the offense. And even the practice of being defensive actually instigates offensiveness in others, or the offense of others. So let's see if we can dissolve, disintegrate, dissipate, eliminate, or release all the trapped defensiveness from all time, all space, timelines, dimensions, realities, wherever it was created, wherever it was perpetrated or perpetuated. Just asking to let all that defensiveness be dissipated. Well, I was going to say disassociated, but I don't think that's the right word. We want to lighten the burden and lighten the load. So we're not carrying around all of the pain of the past, which is going to interfere with our capacity to be present in the now, which would enable us to be the most prepared for whatever we encounter. When we're still trapped in defensiveness, we're oddly creating or recreating the very thing that we're desiring to protect ourselves from. So we want to release all of the attacks, the places where you had to protect yourself from one injury to yourself, whether it's physically, emotionally, or even spiritually or financially. Any forms of attacks, you just want to release that from your field, so that you're not running around with like a bubble of all the defensiveness. It's weird because you get kind of comfortable in the old familiar vibrations of that, and yet if you were to see the truth of it all, that defensiveness isn't the thing that will keep you safe and protected. Your access to your awareness, your access to your consciousness, and knowing the strength that you have currently in this present time now, and that you have access to that and that you have strength, you have resources, you have strategies now that you maybe didn't have then. You have a greater awareness that you didn't have then. It's that will provide way more of a level of safety or security for you. So instead of trying to make yourself secure, you live as if you are secure, and you're no longer being on the defensive or offensive, which feeds into that old life of pain, harm, suffering. It's a tricky one. I don't know if I've said it all. I think I'll leave it at that for now. Is there anything else to do with defensiveness? No. Okay. Is there anything else? No. Okay, everybody. That was the message for today. I'm just going to leave it at that and tell you it's nice to be here with you all. And I haven't posted a video in a really long time, but I haven't gone anywhere. It's been more of like a time of rebirth. It's been, for me, it's been a time of being in like a transition time to grow. It wasn't time to be out there flying around for me. It was more of a time for quiet, time for allowing processes to finish, to let the formation happen, not the one that I'm trying to make happen, but just knowing that there has been a transformation happening in my own life. And maybe on a different video, I'll talk more about that. But so many things are different now in a good way, in a good way. So I wish you all a peaceful, calm, confident, trust-filled, faith-filled way. I wish that for you as you go about this moment, this day, your life in general, and that you always remember being present, accessing all of that spirit of life, the strength. Some call that the Holy Spirit or God. Others have different names for that. Chi, life force. Sounds really telling me it's time to close up this meeting. But yeah, so stay tuned. I'll create some more videos in the near future. And I hope that you are all able to recognize some of the goodness or the gifts, the kindness in the world, because I know that there's so much opposing that. And yet, if you look, you will see, because it's there. Our tendency is to be on the defense against that which could harm us, so much so that we become blind to the things that the things that are beauty, the reality that is of like the righteousness, you know, not self-righteousness, but like kindness, generosity of spirit, love, and understanding. You know, there's a whole world out there of people, and they might be like sleepers I put that in air quotes, sleepers, hiding, but the whole world needs more of those people to kind of come out of their closet, out of their little safe space. Because if we keep going out there, guns ablazing, fists up, ready to fight, we're feeding into the destruction. And so allow that part of you that desires to see the goodness in your life or the lives of others or just in life. Let that emerge. Let it peekaboo, come on out, come out wherever you are. All right. Be well, my beautiful friends. Thank you for being a part of Addicted to Miracles. Bye.